Alright, so I'm going to be trying something new here. I'm actually going to do some video reviews instead of typing out the whole review, which actually usually ends up taking me quite a while to do. Figured it'd be a lot quicker, so I just record a video. You can watch it and be pretty quick. I actually maybe get some more of my thoughts down. So, we'll see how this goes. If you want to, let me know on Facebook or on the blog what you like about the video, or if you prefer written review. So let me know. So, start off for our first ever video review. We're gonna do George A. Romero's Dawn of the Dead. I keep looking down. I have my iPad here. Um, so, Dawn of the Dead. It's a classic, of course. Everybody knows it. George Romero started the whole zombie craze, the whole genre pretty much, with his first movie, Night of the Living Dead, which I actually still haven't seen yet. But my twin brother Nick, who I'll probably mention quite a bit in these reviews, he watched it once and he said he wasn't a big fan, and we have pretty much the exact same taste in movies. So, haven't really been jumping at the bit to go watch that one. And it doesn't really surprise me that it doesn't hold up well. It's pretty old, and it's a very low budget movie. But I'm sure I'll see it eventually because it is a classic. So it didn't surprise me too much when he told me that one. He didn't like it very much. Wasn't that great. But I wanted to see the Dawn of the Dead. A little bit different from the first. So this was 1978. This came out, and the only thing I really knew about it, it's been a cult classic for a long time. It's been in the mainstream recently with, Walking Dead and everything. So all the zombies are pretty popular. It comes up a lot. But I actually had my first brush with it or interaction with it with the remake. So Zack Snyder did the Dawn of the Dead a couple years ago. I'm not looking at it right now. I want to say 2003, maybe? Whatever it was. I'll have a link to it in the blog. And I really like that one, Zack Snyder's version of it, the remake. It's really good, pretty gory, but it's a good update, especially after seeing the original. I kind of appreciate both of them in their own respects, but I'll get back to that a little bit later. So I'll start out, kind of talk about the plot. So starts out, you're into a broadcast, a news broadcast building. They're trying to do some broadcasting that you'd see on a typical news station, but everybody's freaking out. I really like the opening, actually. It really gets you into the action. Everybody's doesn't know what's going on. There's these attacks all over town, right? It's pretty vague, though. I like that. They're not real specific about what's happening. They just know people are attacking each other, and everybody at the news station just kind of slowly disintegrates. Everybody just kind of starts leaving. People are saying, "Why are we here? Let's get out of here." Everybody slowly starts leaving, and so there's this big commotion going on in the news station, and simultaneously they'll be cutting back to another group of police officers, SWAT team, and they're actually fighting some of the zombies. So there's a lot more zombies around them. You start to see them, and they're pretty calm about it, though. The SWAT people kind of get the impression that maybe they've been doing this for a while, probably not weeks, but maybe hours. So it looks like they're kind of comfortable fighting these Walking Dead people. But anyway, so those are the two kind of groups you start with. There's the news company, news crew, and some SWAT. And that's who our main characters become. Okay, so we have our two different groups kind of set up already. The news group, the news crew is Francine and Steven. Steven is a helicopter pilot, does the traffic reports and all that, and Francine is his girlfriend. So they're the two that we're left with from the news crew. And the two SWAT officers that are along with them are Peter and Roger. So they join them, and the four of them together leave the building and fly away from all of this chaos. And want to look for some refuge somewhere. Don't know where. They're gonna go try to find some. So really good start. They fly away, and you get some great aerial shots. You start seeing sort of herds of zombies around. They're in the Pennsylvania, Pittsburgh area. They fly out to more rural areas, and they're going, stopping a couple places that need gas. So there's some good run-ins there that you might expect in a zombie movie. Eventually, they're flying and they figure they need to stop somewhere. Nothing's looking too great. They decide to go to a mall. Looks like a good place to land. They assume if it's closed, there's probably not a lot of zombies inside. So they're hoping it's a great place to stop. That's what they do. They land, get in, and they find it's perfect. They have all the supplies they could want, weapons, everything. They do a little clearing out, move some trucks around, block all the entrances. They're good to go. They actually look smart about it. Everything goes great. And they're actually in there, kind of surprised. They stay in there for quite a while with not a lot going on. There's some great scenes when they go out to clear. They don't really clear the parking lots. They, clear the entrances, make sure there's no stray zombies getting in there. Just make sure it's really secure. It's just these four, this group. They're all alone. They get set up. They're all good to go. Good scene when they're clearing with the zombies, all that. But then it's pretty smooth sailing for a while until eventually you get your big run-in. Your climax is coming up. There's a group of bikers, outlaws. They want that mall too. They realize there's other people in there, and they're gonna come in. They want to attack them, do whatever they need to do, get their own supplies. At this time, we've learned that actually Francine is pregnant. Her and Steven are expecting a child, so she's a little on bed rest. She can't be doing much. And of course, throughout this time, you're learning more and more of the personalities of everybody. Steven, the pilot, and the soon-to-be father, and then also Peter and Roger, the two SWAT officers. They're all actually pretty fun characters, at least the two SWAT guys. I like them. They're pretty happy-go-lucky. They don't seem to be too down on their situation, even though it's pretty grim. Peter, he's played by Ken Foree. He's not in much else other than this. None of the cast really is. He's really stoic and serious most of the time, and Roger's a bit more of a goofy guy. Kind of gets him, smile and have fun with him. But that all changes when this group of marauding outlaw bikers come and they want to take that mall for themselves. And that's where you get a lot of the action. And it's really good. I was pretty surprised. I don't want to get all the way into the ending. It's not too much of a spoiler if I did go into it, but I'll let you watch the whole thing for yourselves. You'll kind of find that with my reviews. If it's a good movie, I don't like to say too much about it because I'd rather let you go and watch it yourself. If it's a bad movie, I'll decimate it with no problems. But this is a really good one. I was kind of surprised how much I liked it. And I had high expectations. It's a classic. You want it to be really good, and it was. I would definitely recommend it. Everybody should see it. I mean, zombies. He created the genre with this movie a little bit before, but this is really what started everything. It has a very, very strong John Carpenter feel to it, which I love. I love all John Carpenter's movies. He can pretty much do no wrong by me, maybe towards the end of his career. But this has a very Assault on Precinct 13 type feel to it. Excuse me. Maybe even a little bit of They Live, even though that was later in the 80s. It's got that really independent feel. This was 78, so that late 70s, early 80s, independent type of feel to it. That mise-en-scene. It's great. I liked everything about it. The characters really get developed throughout the whole film. It's a two-hour movie, just a little over 2 hours. It doesn't drag too much, which is good. So you're really involved with these four characters. I really liked it. So other than the John Carpenter comparison, probably the best comparison, I could say. And of course, the other Dawn of the Dead, that trilogy, Night of the Living Dead, I'd say it's pretty different. I'm guessing Day of the Dead is going to be a lot more similar. I haven't seen that yet. Of course, that's next in the trilogy. So hopefully that's similar, because I like this, and hopefully he can keep it up with his next, the third in the trilogy, and we'll see when I do my review of that one. And I already mentioned earlier, there is that Zack Snyder remake, and I really like that. Actually, it's very good. If you're kind of wary about seeing a movie that's from the late 70s, early 80s, you think, it's gonna be boring compared to what I'm used to. Check out the remake. They actually don't ruin each other. They have pretty different plots, which I really like. I love that about a remake, if they go out of their way to make it different. And they really do. They're both great movies. Well, one's a lot more technically updated, obviously. Zack Snyder's is going to be cleaner on some of the things. The gore factor is going to be more intense. The one thing that didn't hold up a great deal is the zombies in Dawn of the Dead. They have gray makeup. If you've never seen a picture or a still from the movie, the zombies are gray. You pretty much just have gray paint on the actors. And it's not, you're probably expecting Walking Dead type gore, which is insanely good makeup effects. It's not that. That's the only thing that doesn't hold up as well. But, they're working with what they had. It's an independent movie, pretty small budget, late 70s. And you gotta assume when you die, your skin turns kind of gray, right? So, you kind of gotta suspend your suspension of disbelief there for a little bit. And actually, I didn't think it was too bad. It didn't get in my way of enjoying the movie at all. You just kind of like, okay, they're gray. It is what it is. And doesn't ruin the enjoyment of the movie. So, overall, really, really liked it. I'm giving it a 4.25 out of 5. So it was very high. I really liked it. It's got a huge cult following. Definitely a must-see for any horror fans. And of course, George A. Romero fans. He does have other good movies too that aren't just zombie movies. The Crazies. He did the original Crazies movie. So I think that'll be it for this review. Like I said earlier, let me know, maybe on Facebook or just on the blog comments, if you like this kind of format of a video. Hopefully they'll be a little bit more smooth after this, and a little rough. And it'll look a little bit different. I'm just going to post the video. I'll also have the poster. And if you didn't know, actually, the poster image on my blogs, you can click on those. It'll take you right to the IMDb page for that movie. Never really had that labeled anywhere, but now that I have a video, I can tell you. So you can click on that. Maybe I'll do the director and the cast list. Maybe not the cast list for this one. Nobody else really did anything good movie-wise. But I might change the format up a little bit for the blog there. And, yeah, just let me know what you think. Alright. Oh, and if I'm going to keep doing this, I might have to think of a catchphrase. Maybe. Maybe some suggestions. I don't know. If you think I should have a catchphrase, let me know, or give me a suggestion. I might use yours. Until then, maybe I'll just say something really clever and witty that's related to the movie. So, we're talking about Dawn of the Dead and a zombie movie, so just remember, aim for the head.